Hey everybody, welcome back. So today we're getting into something that took me such a long time to figure out, and honestly, something that I still mess up on when I'm not paying attention, and that's that there is a massive difference between fixing your partner's problems and actually being there for them. And for a long time, I thought those were kind of the same thing. I thought being a good partner meant jumping in with solutions, like that was my version of support, right? That was me showing up. But it turns out that that's not even really close. So your partner comes home. She's had a brutal day. Maybe her boss was a nightmare. Maybe a friendship is falling apart or something. Maybe she just feels completely overwhelmed with life and she can't even fully explain it. And she starts talking to you about it. What do you do? If you're like, me, your brain immediately goes into fix-it mode. You're barely listening to the actual words because you're already 3 steps ahead trying to build a solution. You're thinking, all right, here's what I could do. Here's how to get this resolved. Here's the logical path out. And then you deliver it, maybe even confidently, proudly, and she says, you're not even listening to me. And you're just standing there like, I just solved everything. What happened? And here's what happened. She didn't come to you with a problem. She came to you with a feeling, probably. And those are 2 completely different things that require 2 completely different responses. When someone brings you a problem, they want help solving it, kinda. But when someone brings you a feeling, they want to know that the feeling makes sense and validated. They want to feel seen with it. They want to know that they're not alone in it for a minute. So when you skip straight to solutions, what you're accidentally communicating, even though you mean well, is your feelings are kind of an inconvenience, so let's just get past those and figure out the problem. That's not what you mean, but that's kind of how it lands. So now here's what I want to be real with you about, because I think a lot of advice on this gets a little preachy. Fixing isn't bad. Wanting to solve things isn't a character flaw. A lot of us were wired that way, maybe by how we were raised, maybe just by our own personalities. When someone we love is in pain, we want to do something. That instinct comes from a good place. The problem isn't the instinct, it's the timing usually. Because sometimes she absolutely does want you to fix things. Sometimes she's coming to you specifically because she's stuck and she trusts your perspective and she wants your help. So how do you know which one it is? Honestly, the easiest thing in the world that almost nobody does is just ask straight up, hey, do you want help thinking through this, or do you just need me to listen right now? That's it. That's the move. And I know it sounds too simple, but the reason it works on multiple levels is 1, you actually find out what she needs, but 2, maybe more importantly, the act of asking it tells her that you're paying attention, that you're not just waiting for your turn to talk, that you actually care what kind of support is going to help her. Most people have never had someone ask them that, and it lands pretty well usually. Now, with time and knowing your partner well enough, you start to be able to read it without always asking, and you start to notice patterns. Like, is she venting just emotion or energy and just needing to get it out? Or does she really need, my help figuring out and solving a problem? If she's talking in circles, clearly stuck, almost like she's asking questions out loud, even if she's not directing them at you, that's probably an opening for you. And you can gently say something like, do you want my take on this? And you gotta be gentle about it. Now look, I want to say something to the people watching this that are on the other side of this dynamic, because it's not all one directional. If you're the one who needs to be listened to, it helps your partner enormously if you can just tell them. A lot of people, this goes for anybody, not just specific gender, a lot of people drop the situation on their partner and then get frustrated that the support didn't land, but they never actually said what they needed. Your partner shouldn't be expected to be a mind reader, and wanting them to just know is maybe romantic, but it creates a lot of unnecessary friction. Just say the words, I don't need advice right now, I just need to talk and be heard. That's not weakness, it's communication. So bring it back around. The difference between fixing and being there isn't about which one is better. They're both valuable. They're both things a good partner does. It's about reading the moment. It's about caring enough to ask. It's about understanding that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do for someone you love is just sit with them in something hard, not solve it, not rush them through it, just be there.